Now, despite the fact that this video is very likely not to rank very high in YouTube because of the algorithm, and I'm not going to review any device today, I would like to use the opportunity after 3.5 weeks of producing videos on this channel to simply say thank you to my audience. Because I really appreciate the level of engagement, and obviously there is some need or some interest in this category of devices, and also the process of streamlining your life, which has very busy noise in all aspects of productivity, all these distractions, all the influences we have every day, the illusion that we are going to multitask, which is more or less switching between tasks and then likely losing focus. And this is very important to me. So this video mainly addresses one of my wishes to say thank you to my audience for all your engagement, and also to encourage you to continue posting questions and comments, because then I can also shape my future content creation strategy a little bit. Now, just making very clear first, I'm not going to shred any Ferrari on this channel. First of all, I don't have one, unfortunately. But this is not my main interest. I'm coming from a teacher's family, and I've been teaching in one or the other way throughout my entire life. After 25 years in corporate business with numerous head of department roles and so on, but teaching also in the sense of coaching others, guiding others, leading, and of course giving talks, keynote speeches, and so on. That is one of my main interests. And I'm also teaching now at the University of Applied Sciences in Austria, and hoping to be able to pass my knowledge and my experience on to the younger generation, and to help them in their professional career implement, this is my main topic, by the way, advanced data analytics and AI topics. And as coming from an academic background, and you realize this already, especially with my small math video about LaTeX code, that was amazing how much feedback I got. I thought this would interest no one, essentially. I wanted to follow another academic tradition, which is maybe not so common on YouTube because it's a completely different medium. But what is standard in the academic world is to give credits to others who have heavily influenced you on your journey, even if that is not the exact citation. A citation is when you copy a piece of text, put it into your paper, put it in inverted commas, and then make a footnote or usually an endnote in the paper you're publishing. Now, that's not really translatable into the YouTube world, is it? So what I'm going to do today is just, I want to mention 5 channels, actually 6, I'm sorry, that have heavily influenced me, especially regarding the topic of e-ink and productivity. And now in alphabetic order, no ranking of preference or anything like that. There is the channel by Brandon Boswell. He published a lot of useful videos about e-ink devices and productivity, but also including I think Obsidian plugins and things like that. Now, I gave up on using Obsidian because I think it's a great piece of software, but again, it requires continuous administration work. Every time you open it, there are 5 plugin updates. Sometimes it breaks. You have always to take care of that. And I want to give up to be always the administrator of my own IT infrastructure, my personal IT infrastructure. I want the it just works approach. Therefore, I'm not using Obsidian anymore, but that's another story. But Brandon, many thanks, and I love your content. Second is Khalid Rakami. I hope I'm pronouncing this name as I should be. As far as I understand, he is Austrian, and he is publishing a lot of content on e-ink, but also other distraction-free and sunlight readable devices, like recently a couple of videos on reflective LCD, and actually purchased the Handspree Note, I think it was called. I sent it back after 2 days. The colors were too dull for me, and in light conditions, I mean, you can use, for example, the Remarkable Paper Pro in light or indoors without any problem. If it gets very dark, then you have the front light to be enabled. And actually, even if it gets very, very dark at night, this very dim front light is still enough for me to read, and without waking up, for example, my wife, because it shines in her face. So that's perfectly usable, but the Handspree Note was not for me. So bad luck in this case. But I think it's a good technology as well, and let's continue to watch how this is going to develop. Khalid, many thanks, and I'm continuing to watch your channel, of course, in the future. GoodieReader.com and GoodieReader channel, that's of course one of the sources. Unfortunately, some of the devices that you promote are hard to get hand on, and especially in Europe, it's always a challenge to purchase some of the devices which are not available in the local market because of taxes and import duties and so on. But I love the channel as well, and I'm always watching when new content is coming out. And I was actually thinking about, on getting the Palmera D30, I think, one of those devices that are not so old. Some of them are very old, but this is quite recent. I then found on eBay, a rarely used Astro House Freeride Traveler, and I'm making a video about that as well. And I purchased this one, and it's really a great device, despite all the criticism. I love to type on it, but that's another story for another video. Then Kit Betts Masters, of course, one of the authorities in the e-ink world and productivity world. And if I'm not getting it right with my non-native English, you are British, likely living in the UK. And actually, thank you also for commenting on my channel. I was not aware that any of you stars in the e-ink world, let's put it like that, are even taking notice of my small little channel after 3 weeks of existence. So thanks for watching, and also great kudos to you. I'm looking forward to your next videos as well, and particular to all of you when you are going to be in the position to get review units, which I'm not. Maybe the Supernote when it comes out. I'm very interested in this one. But since I'm not getting review units by the manufacturers, because I'm simply too small, they don't even recognize me, I cannot review every device. Because, my wife would ask me if I'm crazy yet buying another e-ink device. And yeah, so I'm skipping the Supernote for the moment, unless it comes out in A4 and has color. Then it's a potential buy for me, but not in the current expected setup. Another channel which is a little bit mixed and has a different focus, but covers a lot of productivity devices, and I like your content, is the Morning Coach channel. I've learned, by the way, a lot from your channel about the Astro House devices and comparison, distraction-free writing, being productive, and your coaching approach for early morning routines and so on. So I really like this way of addressing one of the most significant problems we face in our modern, hectic world. Kudos also to you, and I'm looking forward to your next contents as well. Last but not least, and really non-alphabetic order, I have to make sure that you get this, is my deep guide. Voya does a great job in producing extensively comprehensive and long videos about productivity devices, and also e-ink devices in this case. And I have to say, one excuse from my side, I sometimes may contribute to your drop-off rate because your videos are simply too long to be watched in one go. So sometimes I watch them all in full length, yeah, But sometimes I start, watch 10 minutes, and then my wife asks for dinner, and then I stop, and I resume at the later stage in bed, and then I fast forward to the whatever it was, 10 minutes, and I continue. I have no clue how this affects the statistics in on your channel, and if that has any negative impact. But sometimes the duration of videos over 1 hour is simply not manageable from my time, and then yeah, I hope this does not negatively affect your statistics. But other than that, great work. I love the reviews, and I'm going to watch your content in the future, of course. Now, after thanking you, subscribers, and all the audience interested in this topic, and of course also giving kudos and thanking you, fellow creators, which are far more advanced in your reviews than I am, and also far more technical in some cases, I would like to ask you for a favor. And that is essentially, my main job is again not shredding Ferraris, but consulting businesses in the area of predictive advanced analytics, business intelligence, and AI, which is also a way of increasing performance on a business way, optimizing workflows, optimizing business strategies, and so on, with the aid of modern technology. And in the B2C sector, that translates into personal productivity and being more balanced, being more productive, but also having a better personal health. Don't strain your eyes, don't stress your eyes, being more productive, being more focused, and therefore having less stress, and so on. So all of these things come together. Now, how does this translate into your interest, and how can you provide me some feedback? Just drop a line, just drop a few topics which you would be interested in. Again, this channel is not intended to be a main business. Of course, it may contribute to a marketing initiative, but I'm not going to aim at becoming second Mr. Beast. No way near of that. Even if I could, I don't want this. I want to teach, and I want to provide valuable content in this area. So if you want to help me, and if you have some interesting proposals for me, just drop it please in the comments below. Other than that, thank you so much for your interest, and I have already the next video planned, so see you in the next one.